playing around with new entry songs. What do you think about that? Woo woo, ow, woo woo, ow. Well, here you go. You see a disco ball? You know what time it is. It's pantry party time. It's pantry party time. I'm very excited to be hosting this pantry party with balanced underscore babe. I did in her intro today, I did model turned holistic coach slash podcaster. So we'll see what she thinks about that. Oh, I see she's in the room already. That's exciting. Balanced babe, I'll get you right in. OMG. Here we go. Hey guys, thanks for joining the pantry party. Love to see you. Balanced
Hey,
babe.
how's it going?
Nice to see you. I am dying over here to see what you thought about my post of how I described you. I was
Oh
like,
my
I read,
gosh.
so I know you ish, right? In the
Yeah,
city,
definitely.
in Chicago, and I was like, you know what I should do though, because I'm such a prepared host. I'm gonna dive a little deeper than your bio, and I'm gonna read your website about your story.
Okay.
And so that's where I came up with this tagline for you.
Yeah.
Model turned holistic coach and podcaster. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I almost completely forgot about my past life in the fashion industry. So when you wrote that, I was like, oh wait, I was. And it kind of lifted my spirits a little bit because I've been in such like a crazy mom bod type of like phase in my life. And I was like, okay, girl, I got it back in the day. All right. So it was a nice little reminder of, my past life here. So yes.
I mean, I think it's crazy because I actually feel like the first time I sort of was introduced to you, I think honestly, I could be wrong about this, but I think it was that you had an ad or something, like a modeling ad on a bus stop. I don't know. I mean, I was like in the city and I was like, I think she's a holistic coach, but I think maybe she's also a model. Is that true?
Yeah, so I modeled internationally for 13 years. I lived in Turkey, Greece, Milan, and that's kind of what led me to do what I do now because when did I start? I started when I was like 12. And at first you think modeling is the best, but then as you get deeper into the industry, you realize that everybody is either not eating right, has an eating disorder, or smoking cigarettes, or doing something that's completely unhealthy. And it's just a very shallow industry. You literally make money based on your weight and your looks. And if you don't have certain measurements, then you don't make money. And so it caused a lot of issues for me. Like I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. I self-diagnosed myself with orthorexia because if I had just one piece of cheese, I spiraled out of control. And so, it led to me having an awakening, a personal awakening of saying like, this is not the lifestyle I want to be in. Like, I want to empower people to be happy with no matter what they look like and promote healthy eating, healthy living in like an approachable way without all these restrictions and having it so focused on just like the physical looks in life. So,
Well, I mean, as an outsider, I have not been in the modeling industry, although I probably should have.
yes, girl, you better get on it.
You know what, you think about the damage it does to everybody looking at it, right? So everybody talks about that. Oh, it gives you an unrealistic body image and all. What about the people actually in it? Like, that's even worse, right? That it's like, we get a bad body image looking at you, but like the people in it, it's even worse. So we do feel like there's a guest behind us or onto the side. Who's our guest?
It's Christian.
Hi, Christian.
And then we have Tater down here who wants to get in on the action too.
Oh, wait, Tater?
Yeah, it's short for Tater Tot.
Oh, of course it is. How cute is that?
Yep. He looks like he's a cannibal right now because he's eating frozen berries that I thawed for him. And so,
well, hey, I like it. That's very true to form balance underscored babe that your kid is eating berries.
It's so strange. He's going through this phase where he wants to eat nothing except berries or crackers.
Hey.
So I'm having a major struggle right now trying to figure out what to feed this child.
I feel like that makes you very relatable to everybody, right? That you're like, I have been through this. I know. I get it.
Yeah, it's just, you think going into motherhood, you're like, oh, I'm going to be the healthiest mom and puree all my meals, and he's going to eat plant-based and this and that. And it's like, any plan you have goes down the drain.
I love it. Well, and I know congratulations is in order because I saw on your Instagram page, you posted another.
Yes. There's another little fun in the oven. And the baby's due on my mom's birthday, November 2nd. Yeah. Or he or she may come early Halloween, which is one of my favorite holidays. So
we'll can't go wrong. Can't go wrong.
Oh my gosh, girl, I have to tell you, being pregnant and having a 1.5-year-old during this quarantine is just a lot because we're already stuck inside and trying to juggle everything. And now I'm only 11 weeks and I still have kind of like that first trimester fatigue. And it's just a reminder that sometimes you just have to listen to yourself and just not do something for the day, or just kind of throw your schedule out the window and just embrace the go with the flow mindset, you know? And it's helped a little bit trying to adapt to all these changes going on, but girl.
Well, I think this brings up a good point, because one of the things, like when I was doing my post, I was like, what would I really like to talk to Sarah, aka balance_babe? What would I really like to talk to her about? And I was like, first I wanted to touch on the modeling, which we did, which I love. But then I was thinking, I'd love to hear more of your balance philosophy. And you just, I feel like, gave it, actually. It's like balance is not just like nutrition, but like you've really made this more about like holistic lifestyle balance, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So Balanced Babe, it's essentially a community, and there's over 700 holistic health guides on there, and there's a podcast now, and it really promotes balance as a journey and not a destination. Because if you always are striving for like perfection or restrictions or obsessive eating where it gets a little bit out of hand, it's really hard to sustain. And it's not just about eating, it's about caring for your mind as well. And so once I became pregnant the first time, I really kind of like took a step back and assessed what Balanced Babe meant. And because it's more than just nutrition, it's really about caring for your mind and your soul as well, and just exploring different holistic modalities and making them really like approachable and practical and like logical for people. Because there's some holistic health coaches and gurus out there that still make it very hard to like grasp or understand, because they're still using these very like complex or like woo-woo terms. But I made it a mission to kind of make Balanced Babe into a platform that really, really encompasses mind, body wellness. So while I was pregnant, I continued my education. I got certified as a meditation teacher, a mindset coach, a postpartum doula, sound bath healer. I was supposed to get certified to be a Reiki practitioner when this all happened, but that's postponed. And so I feel like the past year I've really kind of started more of a journey of kind of expanding what balance meant to me outside of just the physical aspect of wellness. Sorry, girl, I gotta take this.
Oh no, hey, that's what we talked about this ahead of time. I said bring guests. Well, the thing that I think is pretty interesting is that I had an aha moment, because I saw on your Instagram bio that it said 700 guides, and I was like, I thought maybe this was meant PDF downloads. I'm not kidding. I was like, oh, guides means it's a community of 700 different individual people who happen to be holistic practitioners.
No, there's over 700 guides, like actual content. They're not all PDF downloads, but they're either in the form of video, articles, ebooks, downloads, or something like that I've accumulated over the 8 years of having Balanced Babe. Yeah. But then there's also guides, in a sense, as individuals being on there, just because I have content from all sorts of different experts. And that's kind of, you know, when we linked up and you were doing the Be Healthful retreat stuff for us, remember? Yeah. Yeah, there's still a lot of community in the sense of experts sharing their wisdom as well. Because we've got a Facebook group, we've got, I was going to launch this new online platform and kind of make it into an application where experts can create their own curriculum and content on living the Balanced Babe lifestyle and making it their own. So that's in the works soon. So it's definitely, the message behind Balanced Babe as a brand is that it's a community and a curated group of wellness experts, lifestyle experts that really share the same values in approachable wellness, taking it easy, not being so like extreme and restrictive.
I love that. You know,
nothing else.
That's part of what I'm drawn to when I think about you and like, you know, our work similarly is like very approachable. I love that. I love that. One of the things that I saw posted, and I'm like, before I look in your pantry or we talk about food, the last thing I really want to ask about is, so you've been diving into all of these interesting, like, holistic practices.
Yeah.
Something that I think you like quite a bit, because I noticed you talked about it, is tarot card reading.
Yes. Yeah. So I've been on the down low studying tarot readings for about a year. And I kind of just happened to fall into it. I was on vacation a year and a half ago and I came across this really pretty deck, and I've always been into spirituality and energy work and things like that. And so I bought it and I started studying, and then I would do readings for my friends and family. And every reading I've done so far, they've been like, Sarah, like, this just happened to me yesterday, or, oh my gosh, this is going on, or you just reminded me about this, or they'll reach out to me a week later and be like, oh my God, this happened. So I was like, oh, yeah, okay. And like tarot reading, a lot of people think that it's like working with the spirits and things like that, but in a lighter sense, it's really just tapping into your intuition that everybody has, tapping into the receiver's energy and intuition, which everybody has the capability to do that. You just have to practice your own skill through meditation, your own inner work, and anybody can really read people's energy or become more intuitive and pick up on messages and symbols like that. So yeah, I've been doing it for about a year, and then a lot of friends of mine that I was doing readings for, they're like, you need to offer this now because it would be fun. I'm like, okay. So
I like it. I like that you're dabbling in these things, you know, and like if something interests you, you study it, you test it. I think it makes a lot of sense. So having a toddler, being pregnant, under quarantine, pantry party, how are you doing feeding yourself and your family? Like, have you got some strategies that are just like for our audience is like, this is like your top tips?
Yes, top tips is, luckily my husband also loves to cook, so I've been outsourcing a lot of cooking to him.
I think that's great.
Teach
children and husbands to cook. Yeah.
Seriously, yeah. And luckily I'll be like, here's the recipe you gotta make, just make it. He's like, okay. But it's really kind of a juggling act, and again, it's just being mindful of being realistic with yourself and what you can get done and what you can juggle and handle. So we have a mix of a lot of already like Trader Joe's frozen meals in the freezer. We have a lot of pantry staples, and we try to get as many like fresh ingredients as possible. And right now my son is actually going through a phase.
Oh, we're peaking. This is officially the pantry party peak. Woo!
Yeah, pantry party peak. He's also going through a phase where he insists on playing in the fridge all day. Drives me crazy, but I just have to go, you know, along with the program here. But what I try to do is every other day I'll try to make a recipe that I know is very nutrient dense, and then I'll batch cook it and have leftovers and kind of carry those leftovers into other recipes. And then I try to make as many like simple ingredients and recipes as possible, just because I'm on a time crunch.
Yes, and I like your attitude of the cook once, eat twice or 3 times. Do you have something in your house right now that is like how we usually do it on Pantry Party, or even in my house, is we look around and we're like, what's about to go bad? what do we have a lot of, what haven't we used, really trying to minimize waste,
Yep.
waste. So do you
Oh,
have an
I got
ingredient?
just the thing for you, girl. I got just
What
the thing.
is it?
So for Easter, we made this like angel hair pasta recipe, and we have all this leftover angel hair pasta. So
Yes.
I don't know, and it's about to go bad. So I don't know if this constitutes as like a pantry staple.
I
but
like it. Leftovers, I think right now, yesterday was like our leftover edition. It's like take whatever leftovers and make it a quesadilla or a pizza was our advice yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think it's true. Like if you really think about it, people who are cooking at home more are going to have more leftovers than ever before.
Yeah.
And so it's like you said, multi-purposing, so it's not actually eating the exact same thing all the time. Now, are you guys a big like throw whatever in that pasta? Because like here's for me, I love marinara sauce, but I'm not so over it, but we eat it too much almost already. So we've been doing more like Asian style noodle things where it's like
Okay.
what do you think about that? Would you turn those into something like that?
Definitely, yeah, because we've been doing the same thing where we have all classic Italian recipes like with the marinara sauce and things like that. And so I think, oh my gosh, look, I have to do a quick milk break here because
Of course.
he's asking for his milk.
Well, I mean, we are on the pantry.
And now I'm exposed. I'm wearing
nourished.
PJ pants on the bottom here. On top.
That is
So-
wait, can we just say that is absolutely recommended? Is the idea of business on the top, pajamas on the bottom. I think that's very good.
Especially when you have all Zoom meetings all day and people aren't really seeing your pants. But
I love it. That's very, very wise. Well, so do you think that's boring? Because I've been telling everyone to do Asian noodles because that's what I'm all about. You know what I saw on Instagram at her handle is at Bowl Obsessed? She did leftover spaghetti squash with eggs, and she put it in a waffle iron and made little spaghetti squash waffles.
Well, you know what I've been trying to make more of lately is a lot of baked recipes where I just like throw ingredients in a casserole dish and just throw it in the oven because I like for parents, and especially if you have a toddler that's very needy, it's been so hard for me to make skillet recipes or anything that requires you to like watch over the stove and constantly stir it or monitor it. So I've been trying to create more baked recipes or casserole dishes or like one sheet pans or something like that. So do you think there's something we could do that could be Asian inspired that we could just throw it in the oven?
I love this. That's the difference. So it's like, okay, how come Pantry Party every single time you do it, DJ Gladner, is Asian noodle recipes?
Yeah.
This is a different one though.
Yeah.
This is using leftover noodles and not doing it where you have to watch it over the stovetop. It's basically add whatever vegetables you have, the noodles, and then you say, okay, what's your protein? Shrimp? I don't know. What do you have at home?
Oh gosh. Let's see here. I mean, okay, so I have a lot of random things. I have these shrimp burgers from TJ's. I don't know.
That seems weird. Are they delicious or what?
They surprisingly are.
That seems like I feel like I may not have picked that up.
Yeah, I mean, I did have an aversion towards them for a few weeks, but now I feel like I can stomach my seafood and meat again. But we've tried these ones before just because there's only so many things that Trader Joe's has and we live so close to it, and it's like, how many times are you going to buy the same thing? So we tried it once and we were surprised by actually how good
Very interesting. I say put those back for now.
Yeah.
I don't want those.
That might be a little random. I mean, as far as like protein,
Do you have chicken or do you have some kind of beans or eggs?
I have eggs.
Because although that's not on a baking sheet, that is like, you know, you could put an egg on anything, bottom line.
Oh, I have edamame.
Oh, I love that. Let's do edamame. So we have edamame as your protein. You have the leftover noodles. You have any vegetables left around town?
Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm always having vegetables left around town here. I have a bunch of frozen vegetables, but
yes,
frozen.
Perfect. Don't you think? And then we could just put it all in a sheet pan. And the biggest thing we need to do is just make sure you have some sort of flavor on there. So what's going to be, like if you were going to do an Asian sauce, what would you do?
Stir-fry veggies.
Yes! Okay, it's a sheet pan freaking stir-fry noodle bowl.
Hell yeah, girl.
Oh my God. Wait, do you understand what just happened?
What?
This is called meal storming.
Oh, it is called meal storming.
Meal storm. Because you were like stir-fry vegetables. And so we're like this is a sheet pan stir-fry noodle bowl.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
it.
so I have a question for you, Dawn. So is it okay if I'm just putting the noodles on here, just like in the sheet?
I love it, except for here's what I wonder. I wonder if your noodles would just warm up with all the warm stuff on top. You know what I mean? Because now if we have the frozen veggies and the edamame, well, I guess you could probably just put the noodles right on there, right? Put it in there, and then now you're heating it all in the oven. But what's your sauce? You have
Oh wait, but I have an idea because since the pasta's already cooked, what if we're just throwing the veggies in the oven, and then once they're done and really hot, just mix the noodles in, and the noodles get all the flavor.
I think it would work. I think it would work without putting the noodles in, because it's a sheet pan stir fry. That's what you're doing, and then it's a noodle bowl. Sheet pan stir fry noodle bowl.
Yeah.
Also, okay, what's the sauce, girl? Once we figure this out, you're done.
So we know that rice vinegar is always a staple in some Asian recipes.
Okay.
I love to use my rice vinegar.
You got coconut aminos in there?
Sorry?
Coconut aminos in there, or tamari?
Yep.
Yep.
Aminos.
Yep.
Let's see. I have
Sesame oil, green onions, sesame seeds.
green onions that are about to go bad to this.
Oh my God, get those out. I love chopped green onions on top, fresh. I like them fresh.
Same here. Sesame oil. I'm not sure. Oh shoot, I don't know if I have sesame oil.
What about tahini? Sesame paste.
Either.
What about any sort of do like a peanut stir fry type of thing, or no?
Oh,
Because it could be peanut butter if you have it, or almond butter.
I have this. Where did it go? I have this powdered peanut butter, the PB2.
Oh yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think
do
it's a nutty flavor.
So it could be peanut butter, okay, and then it's the coconut aminos or your Bragg's aminos, and then it's the rice vinegar, and it's all stirred up, and then it's with your veggies and edamame, heat it up, and then pour all that juicy hotness on your noodles.
Oh, and you can't forget ginger.
Oh, you have ginger? I didn't even ask. I didn't even think you would have ginger.
I know.
You have ginger.
I just randomly saw it in my fridge here.
Yes, ginger. And then you top it all off with your green onion.
Yes.
Dude, I want to eat this.
And I think I do have sesame seeds somewhere around here, like just straight up sesame seeds.
So that you could put sesame seeds and green onions on top?
Yeah.
I love this idea.
That would be legit.
Okay, do you think that all the family would eat it? Should we ask? Would you eat
goodness.
that? Would you eat it?
Oh, he's waving to you.
Oh, hey, babe. Hey, we're wondering if you would eat a sheet pan stir fry noodle bowl. Would you eat that? Would you love that? Thumbs
He's
up.
like, I don't know.
Thumbs up. You would love it. 2 thumbs up for us.
And he's like, okay.
Yay.
Oh, he's saying more. That's his little baby language for more. So
more?
we'll take that as a yes.
Fine. Hey, you know what? Whatever he would have said, I would have said, that means yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's just in a trance. He's like, who is this pretty lady?
I love it. It's like seeing double. Is that a different
I know.
What is that? Okay, hey, dietitian April Sin says that sounds delicious. So we got at least we got a sun thumbs up, we got a dietitian thumbs up. We're good to go, girl.
Hell yeah, girl. Sounds like a plan. I'm gonna make this for lunch.
Before we go, I'm so excited about your pantry meal. Before we go, if everybody wants more of all the wonders that is balanced_babe, where should we go?
Oh goodness. You can go to Balanced Babe website, which is just balancedbabe.com. And then you can get all sorts of resources there. And then my personal website is sarahnicolebaker.com, which lists my own services and programs and things like that too. So yeah, those are the 2 main spots. And then the podcast, all the links are just in the Balanced Babe Instagram bio, where you could creep around and choose
I like
what
that.
you want.
I think that's the best advice. When in doubt, always go to the Instagram bio at balanced_babe and creep around. I love it, girl.
Creep around.
Thank you, and thank you for you and your family joining, and congratulations again on your
Thank you so
expanding
much,
beautiful
Dawn. It was so
Love
much
you, babe.
fun. Love
Bye.
you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye. That was another very successful episode of the Pantry Party Show with balanced_babe. We came up with a meal where at first I was a little nervous because I was like, uh-oh, I'm gonna get mail of how come every time people show you noodles, Dawn, you try and make an Asian noodle dish. Well, I did it again today, but here's the difference, okay? This is the difference. We did a sheet pan stir fry. Get it? Sheet pan stir fry noodle bowl. And the whole idea there, thanks for the hearts, the whole idea there was Sarah, balance_babe, said, hey, it's hard for me with a toddler, you know, being pregnant, doing all this, to watch this, have a dog, you know, watch over the stove. So can I do a stir fry on a sheet pan? Oh, yes, you can. And so we came up with a sauce that I'll put in my notes in the YouTube, because if you have not been to my YouTube, that's where I have been storing all of the past Pantry Party shows. And now I've started naming them. So you'll see episode leftovers, episode popover, episode red pepper sauce, or whatever. So it helps you not have to watch every single one. You can sort of look at what the episode's about, and then you can click on and sort of watch through. And so today is Pantry Party episode sheet pan stir fry noodle bowl. And so again, I'm going to put the sauce notes on that YouTube page. So thanks for tuning in. It's been so much fun spending some time with you. We will of course be back here tomorrow, noon Central Time, for another episode of the Pantry Party Show. Until next time, sending you big love, high immunity vibes, and lots of kisses.